it's MK and I am here with another May I Scraplift You layout. I'm also using my leftovers from the Kit Conspiracy kit, and this is the beautiful layout by Brandy L. Davison that I will be lifting today. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I have been stalking Brandy since the day I discovered her, which was at the beginning of this year, thanks to Marie Hurst, because Brandy is a designer for Pear Tree cut files. So she's on the design team. And oh my gosh, her layouts are vibrant and beautiful. And I could just, you guys, I'm going to boast about everybody I scraplift, in all honesty. You guys are going to get tired of it. All right, so from my Kit Conspiracy kits, I pulled out this dark wood grain that actually got lost. So I don't think I've even ever showed it on screen, but I can't remember if it came from the Textures 1.0 from Paper Roses or Textures 1.2. I do not remember, but it did get lost. I found it. I'm going to use it. I also have a whole bunch of Vicki Boutin papers. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm going to, a bunch of Vicki Boutin papers from her color study kit that we put together. We being Janet Fritz and I. She is Galaxy Girl Creations here on YouTube. But we put this kit together, and this was from week 1. So I am combining week 1 with a paper from, I can't remember if it's week 2 or week 4. I apologize about that. I do not remember where this paper came from or how it got lost. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and mat all of my photos. Now I have 3 photos, and I do end up only using 2 photos because it just does not work with how I want it. Now, what drew me to this layout to begin with is that really super dark wood grain texture and then this vibrant cut file right on top. So I have a very large cut file just like she does. Mine says game over. Hers says you rock. And what I didn't consider at the time was so impactful on her layout was the fact that she cut hers out of black minus white. So I am going to go through all of this. I'm going to fussy cut this out after I put in all of my centers, which I think make that cut file. If you don't leave out the A and the O and the R. And here's where I realize I probably should have done that in black. It does not have the same impact as Brandy's. But I'm gonna take a look and see what I can do. I'm gonna put my photos probably in the center underneath, just like she did, you guys. I pretty much copy her except for the papers that she uses and the colors that she uses. You know, I went with colors that I already had been playing with, and ta-da, I went and cut it out in black. So because of the fact that I cut it out at exactly the same, I'm not sure what Cricut's issue is, but I cut my white in 10.5 inches. I cut my black in 10.5 inches. However, they didn't mesh. They didn't match. So I went ahead and I left a small little border of white. I was going to cut it off at first. I really was. And then I thought, no, I kind of like it because now it looks like it pops off my page. Yes, it does. Okay, now also on Brandy's layout, she kind of sort of has a bunch of layers underneath her photos, and I can't tell how many, but I've got a bunch of scraps that just need to be used up. So I'm going to go ahead and tuck and weave until I like it and it makes it look like it goes behind the entire photo, but doesn't really. And this is just the back side of my green print that is from Vicki Boutin. And then I am going to have the title kind of weave in and out of my photos, so that way I can see. Now, game over. What this is this is Thanksgiving at my parents' house. And when you are done with the game, you have to leave the table. It's my mom's rule because she doesn't like when people try to play for her. Like if she's in the middle of doing something or if she's thinking and people are looking over her shoulder. You can't stay at the table and be a commentary, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So she kicks you out of the table and you have to go and sit on the couch. Well, the boys lost first. I'm sorry. I think it's hilarious because they talk really big when we play games. I can't say that we're very competitive. We're not. We love being the biggest losers, in all honesty. We have a blast at it. And so what the kids do is they sit over there on the couch and they commentary from the couch. Like they sit there and go, "Are you guys done yet? Oh my gosh, what's taking so long? I lost in a heartbeat. Why isn't anybody else losing?" I mean, the comments just keep getting better and better as they get older and older. But it is quite hilarious that my mom basically puts everybody in a timeout until the game is over. So I had to document it. And of course, I was the next one out, so I went and I took pictures of while the game is still going. That is what everybody's doing. And then, of course, these are the people that are still sitting on the couch. My dad chooses not to play unless my mom's not playing because he is not fast. He does not go as fast as my mom wishes he does. He likes to think and take his time. And 9 times out of 10, he usually wins because he's not so aggressive in playing the game. All right, so on Brandy's layout, she has a couple arrows going here, there, and everywhere. And I tried to add the arrows, but because of how large my title is and how large my photo cluster is, I don't have a whole lot of room for multiple embellishments. So I choose not to put any arrows on, but I love these little acrylic TVs. Now they're retro TVs, and yes, I am putting them upside down. The little antenna looking things, I believe, are supposed to be the stand that the old TVs used to stand on. But I like putting them upside down and them looking like antennas because it's one of those things where they're just going and watching TV. While they wait for the next game to start. Now, we're not huge TV watchers. If you guys are even curious at all, we don't have the channels. We don't have any of that here in our house. We don't have time to watch TV. We do have a TV, and we do watch movies when it is movie night, but we do not, we don't have, I don't even know what this is called, a satellite dish, cable. I don't know what it's called anymore. We don't have any of that because there's just not enough time in the day for us to sit and watch TV. We're out and about. We have a little over 2 acres of property to maintain. And that one of the reasons why I have a ginormous patio is to help lower that acreage. Less maintenance. So we have a little over 2 acres of land, of property to maintain. Soon to be a garden in the back now that we have our fence up and the deer can't get to it. And then, of course, we have the lake right next door or across the street from us, and we absolutely love going over there, even if nothing's happening. We love going for walks. I love checking out to see if, the pelicans came back, if the herrings are being shy again, just all the different things, you guys. And so that's where we're at. And we just don't have time to turn the TV on and watch things, watch stuff. So it's just one of those that the kids aren't really watching the TV. They're actually just, more or less waiting for the game to finish so they can continue to play with the game because they just love running their mouths, in all honesty. All right, so I have stars from all over the place. I have stars from the Not Just for Boys Club. I have stars from the Pear Tree Cut File place, our online store, I should say, not place. And then I also have stars that I used a punch on, sprayed with my Delusion sprays, and that is how I got my lime green and blue stars. Then I have the acrylic stars that are from the Not Just for Boys, and the red stars are also from the Not Just for Boys. So then after I have gotten all of the elements down, I realized I'm not happy with the white. That is another thing that drew me to this entire layout, was the white splatters and how big and bold they were on this beautiful dark background. And once I put all my elements on, my splatters kind of disappeared. So I went ahead and covered everything up so that way the splatters still look like they're in the back. And I just love it. I love the explosion of goodies behind my cut file and photos. It's just I love it, you guys. And Brandy was the inspiration for this. It's just, her layout is gorgeous. I hope I did her layout justice because all of it is just fantabulous. I cannot believe that, well, I can. I'm glad that I found her layout, to be honest. All right. So thank you so much for joining me today. Again, I just go off on a rampage and start babbling and don't tell you anything about what I'm doing in the process. If you guys ever need to know what it is that I have done on a layout, just give me a comment down below. I'd be more than happy, to let you know what kind of adhesive I use, what more detail on the elements that I use. Where did I get this? Where did I get that? That sort of thing. I would be more than happy to share that information because I do kind of get a little lost in the commentary and what I am talking about. Thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure to check out everyone else that is playing along with Crystal Barrett, who is Pineapple Papers here on YouTube. This whole series is her baby, her brainchild, and I absolutely love joining her in this series. And everyone else that is joining her is down below in the description box underneath the video if you guys want to go check out who everyone else is scraplifting, because I forgot to say that in the last couple videos. No two scrap lifts are going to be the same. For one, we might have the same person on that day, but not the same layout. And then, of course, some of us have gone on the wayside of, like there's not a set list, in all honesty. So some of us have gone a little rogue and chose, our own people to scrap lift and whatnot. So anyways, again, thank you so much, and I'll check y'all later. Bye.